Good evening, I'm Emma Jane Bear and this is Television Tonga News. In the headlines, Tonga Water Board increases its dividend from 10 to 50% to government. A team from China Radio International reviews its project with the Tonga Broadcasting Commission. His Majesty's Armed Forces holds a 12-mile walk today. And a group from Homa harvests its first yams. These and more stories, including news from the Pacific, sports, world and the weather information later on in this bulletin. Let's take a look at the news in detail. The Tonga Water Board has increased its dividend paid to government from 10 to 50% of its profit. The company made a profit of 1 million ba'anga in the 2012-2013 financial year. On Tuesday, the public enterprise paid its first payment of 130,000 ba'anga, which is a quarter of the whole dividend owed to government. The company will pay in installments and complete all payments by June next year. Here's Fatai Whainga'a with more on that story.
The head of Tonga Water Board, Simon Nehelu, says 500,000 pa'anga has been allocated for its profit of 1 million pa'anga to cover different costs, such as the tax and water projects which are underway. Although the dividend we're now paying to government has increased, the Water Board has not increased its water tariffs in the past 7 years. The Water Board is taking measures to minimize company cost in order to maintain the current water prices of 2 pa'anga and 9 seneti per 1,000 litres. Such costs include transport, staff wages and other resources. Mr. Helo adds that the revenue collected is from the various services provided. 70 to 80% of the revenue is collected from the customers' water bills, reconnections bills and a joint billing with the Waste Authority for the pickup of rubbish. Tonga Water Board began paying its dividend to government in 2000. For Television Tonga News, I'm Fatai Whainga'a.
A team of 4 from the China Radio International, or CRI, is in Tonga to review its project with the Tonga Broadcasting Commission. CRI has been broadcasting its programs on FM 92.1 for a year now under the Tonga Broadcasting Commission's radio station. A meeting was also held this morning between TBC and CRI, which saw the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding on the transfer of operation and maintenance of CRI Tonga FM station to TBC. Sini Latu tells you more.
A team from the China Radio International, or CRI, has met with its counterparts in the Tonga Broadcasting Commission about its joint project. The chief engineer of the Tonga Broadcasting Commission, Solomon Finau, told Television and Radio Tonga News that the project with CRI is progressing well.
The cooperation between TBC and CRI, it's very good. We are following up what we discuss and what will be installed in Tonga. That FM 92.1 or CRI FM covers all of Tongatapu, the main island, and also the next island to the east, Ewa. And that will be, I think, same coverage as our Cool 90 FM. And there are some programs like musical program for youth, and there are current affair programs, news and current affair. But the most importantly is the news, because it's updated every hour.
A member from the CRI team, Wang Lei, says they are in Tonga for 4 days to review the project and see how it can be further developed.
Last year, with a partnership with China Radio and Television Company, and also under the help of Tonga Broadcasting Commission, we held this joint project, and we come here to check whether the quality of the project, the construction work of all the satellite, the transmitter, whether it's good or not. And secondly, we like to see whether the coverage of our program is in conformity with the design of the project. And thirdly, as I'm with the English department, in fact, the English broadcasting from CRI is provided by our department. I love to see whether the content of our broadcasting is in conformity with the local the habits and also the needs from the local people.
The CRI team is also in the kingdom to personally thank its counterpart and staff for the efforts made in hosting its FM 92.1. Both companies look forward to strengthening its working ties into the future. For Television Tonga News, I'm Sini Latu.
His Majesty's Armed Forces held its annual 12-mile walk this morning. The walk was from Tonga College Adele to His Majesty's Naval Base at Macefield. Kalisto Onuku reports.
Chief of the Defence Staff of His Majesty's Armed Forces, Brigadier Tauaika Utaatu, says the 12-mile walk is held to set an example of good leadership to all. This is the only time during the year where all high-ranking officers and junior officers walk side by side. Once they arrive at Macefield Base, the senior officers will serve the junior officers with refreshments. This event also exercises good leadership, loyalty, commitment, and integrity. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Colonel Behala says the Royal Corps Musician led His Majesty Armed Forces from Queen Salode Memorial Hall. There are around 500 soldiers with His Majesty Armed Forces, but only 200 attended this morning's event, as the rest are serving in overseas missions. For Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Kalisi Tuyonuku.
A local business group, Cultural Fusion, has won first prize of 4,000 ba'anga in the Women in Business competition. The competition has been ongoing for 6 months and has seen the registration of 8 groups. This number was later shortlisted to only 4. Kalisto Onuku has the details.
The Cultural Fusion Group received its cash prize for its outstanding performance in its business operations. One group member, Chris Egan, shares about the group's teamwork abroad.
We come across problems and we solve them. Every time we have a problem, we sit down and scratch our head and then we solve it. And a lot of it's technical, the technical side of art, and whole new things that we've never done before, I've never done before. But they think I can do them. So, we get together and we start and we buy product and we work on it and we make new product. And they're just amazing. They're totally passionate. We've never had one day of arguing or anything. We support each other. Anyone who feels a bit weak, we prop them up.
The local country ambassador of the Emerging Pacific Women's Leadership, Emele Latu, says the program began in the Pacific region in 2011.
Today we are celebrating the end of the Women in Business Be Your Dream project with the 4 teams who compete for the best business operations. However, this program was first established by Vital Voices, initiated by Mrs. Hillary Clinton of the United States of America, and is now a worldwide program for the women all over the world.
The competition is facilitated by the Emerging Pacific Women's Leadership Tonga branch, with the theme is Be Your Dream.
A leadership position is given by God and should be used wisely. The stance is made by 2 church leaders on a televised program on Television Tonga to mark anti-corruption. Here's Sini Latu with that report.
Veron Fe'amoyata McGowan is a Tongan who lived in the United States for over 3 decades. She's calling on the public to support people in leadership roles and maintain a good relationship with others. Usually people in leadership roles are not humble and don't want to give in to others. They like to flaunt their success, whether it's through their wealth, family background, or profession or faith. However, the Bible tells us to be humble and serve others. If we can all live accordingly, we will live in a country that is united. In support, Veron Bensimani Tonga says, everyone has a leadership role to play, even youth and young children. What comes to my mind right now is the importance of being honest and doing the right thing in whatever task you've been delegated to do. For example, whether you're a civil servant or work for a church or elsewhere, there are working hours to follow. If the working hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., be honest and fulfill the working hours. The church ministers also encourage the public to respect people in authority and to be supportive and respectful to others. For Television Tonga News, I'm Sini Latu.
The cause of death of a man found at Tuimata Moana Wharf on Monday has confirmed to be caused by a heart problem. 50-year-old Sione Kahihifo Mafi from Petani Ewa was found dead outside Cafe Reef. The discovery was made by a security guard from the MV Onemato docking area. He said he noticed the deceased in the area around 6 o'clock Monday afternoon. At around 9 o'clock that same evening, the security guard noticed the deceased was lying down, and when he checked on him, he found he was not moving. He alerted the police, who took the man to Viola Hospital, and he was later announced dead. Police say a report from the inquest reveals that the deceased was a heavy smoker and suffered from heart problems. The deceased was visiting his sister at Bahu and was expected to return back to Ewa. 6 winners of Radio Bingo were presented with their cash prizes yesterday. Radio Bingo is aired on Radio Tonga 2's FM 90 twice a week. Sinilatu has the details.
One winner with Radio Bingo, Mele Tahitua from Waitonga, was pleased with her win. I'm addicted to bingo. I like playing this game, and whenever I get money, I use it to play this game. I'm so glad today with my winnings. The host of Radio Bingo, Gileneta Lufe, thanked her listeners who participated in the game, which is aired every Wednesday and Saturday evening on Radio Tonga 2's Cool 90 FM. For Television Tonga News, I'm Sini Lato.
Samaletane Saufau Group from Homa today marked its first harvest of yams for 2013. Here's Sini Latu again with the details.
Prices were presented to farmers for their produce. The price for the longest yam went to Verensi Motevea. His yam was measured at more than 4 feet long. The heaviest yam weighed 60 kilogram, and the prize was awarded to Sione Funaki. The shares of the landowner, called Tauvao, was awarded to Titali Ahio. The best harvest of yams is a result of planting good seeds and nurturing and taking good care of the allotment. So I'd just like to encourage farmers to do their best in looking after their crops. Other prizes were also awarded for the most neatly planted allotment and the best taro and the best giant taro. The group has 25 members and has been running for 4 years. For Television Tonga News, I'm Sini Lato.